To see you, Lucy. Thank you. Hello there. Yes, let's start with the oil company BP, because we know it just announced in the past hour or so job cuts following a review of its North Sea operation. Certainly all of this, just more evidence that the UK's North Sea oil industry is being battered. It is being hammered by these plunging crude prices. Now, Brent crude, which is extracted from the North Sea, I have to tell you, it's expensive to get it up out of the ground in the North Sea. Experts tell us anything below $60 a barrel, and it's just unprofitable. Talking of $60, let me show you where the price is right now. And here is the worry. You can see Brent crude. Okay, it's up slightly, but it is $48.71 a barrel. And if you look at light crude traded in the US, basically US oil prices, $48.85. But still, prices have fallen by a staggering 60+% in the past 7 months, and that is causing the industry problems indeed. Let's get more. Chahal is from Fat Profits and joins us. Hey, Sarb, great to have you on the program. Hey, you know, we know, look, BP's been downsizing ever since that oil spill, that tragedy in the Gulf of Mexico. But it does appear that I guess the huge and very fast drop in the oil price has forced people or companies like BP just to get a step on it and get these job cuts out faster than previously thought.
Yeah, certainly, Aaron. I think the key thing with BP is that, as you say, they have been downsizing since the deep water crisis, and what we've seen with the oil price dipping and as quickly as it's fallen as well, it's basically forced their hand that they've had to make these cuts. But I think we've got to look at them in context as well, Aaron. 300 jobs, although bad for the individuals involved. If you look at BP as a larger entity, 11,500 employees across the world, 3,500 in the North Sea. It is relatively small beer compared to the overall size of the company.
Yeah. And Sub, let me say, BP's not the only one being affected. I mean, it is having an impact on the industry, job cuts by other oil majors, but also, and quite worryingly, I guess, a pullback on huge investments, right, by the industry.
Yeah, certainly, Aaron. The upstream projects, which is the actual exploration, they've been cut back. We've seen Royal Dutch Shell, $6.5 billion project with the Qataris. They've actually shelved that now. We've got Tullow Oil in a similar situation. They've already had $2.2 billion worth of write-down so far. In terms of their actual exploration, they were looking to invest around about $1 billion this year. That's been cut to $200 million. And it's not just those two there. We've got Premier Oil is another one thinking about shelving plans, and they've reduced their investment by 40% this year. So it's certainly not just the oil majors, it's also some of the companies that are further down the stream as well.
And Saab, very briefly, if I can, does this suggest that those oil companies and those that work in the industry kind of believe that these lower prices are here for a bit of time, at least, anyway?
Yeah, I think so. You know, a lot of these projects that they were putting together in the first instance, they would have set their bottom around about $70 per barrel. Now, we're well below that. It's going to take time for us to actually see a recovery here. So we could see even further weakness before we see any good news for the oil price.
Saab, good on you, mate. We appreciate your time. Thank you. Chahal there, joining us from Fat Profits. He was in our newsroom, of course. Now,